Hey there guys, Mike here. Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back with another episode, and thank you for stopping by and checking out my episode, my video. You make it all the way through it, I salute you. But you may stick to the end today, because I got a very interesting set of films to show you. Now this all started, of me getting these movies, this all started with good old Danny B at the Trash Stash. You gotta check his channel out, really good. And he was doing like an old movie month of May, where he's watching like a bunch of old movies and stuff. But he showed this one, and I was like, man, I gotta check that out. That's gotta be cheap as hell, so I can find it for nothing, basically. You know, it's probably on a public domain thing. So I checked it out, but all these movies are classic exploitation movies from the 30s and 40s and stuff, where they show you the dangers of things. That if you smoke reefer, you're gonna like turn into a monster or something. Stuff like that. So we're basically talking about exploitation movies from those years and everything. So, but the movie he showed was She Should Have Said No. Which is really interesting because the star of the movie is the actress, the girl that got busted with Robert Mitchum in his famous marijuana bust thing. What do you call it? He was in a pickle. Let's just say that he was in a pickle, and it didn't really phase his career. It probably gave him more notoriety, but on the opposite side, the girl pretty much stopped her career. I'm not sure. I should have looked up some stuff on her. I wonder what her life was after Hollywood didn't work out. But anyways, she's this woman, and she gets talked into this party. Go to this party, and then they get her to try reefer, marijuana, what else, the devil's hay, or whatever name you want to call it. And she tries it, and of course she's going to act stupid and do all this stuff. And then the people in there, they show you have to smoke it this way. And it's just so funny. It's just how they're, and then the drug dealer guy, the bad guy of the movie, he's just so serious as this person, and he takes it to the top. But actually, her name was Lila Leeds, and the guy I'm talking about is Lyle Talbot. Now I had seen him in other movies. He's not that great of an actor. It's got a very, very young Jack Elam is in this also. But yeah, this is really cool. I mean, it's interesting her, that this actress's life and stuff like that. So, but basically, it's one of those stories like, oh, she smoked pot, now she's, her life absolutely falls apart immediately. You know what I mean? But it's so funny. It's funny. It's goofy at the same time. It's kind of like watching like one of Ed Wood's movies where it's famously bad, but for some reason you like it somehow. I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, She Should Have Said No. Now this other thing, that was from oldies.com, Alpha Home Video. And this is another set from Alpha Home Video. Now every once in a while they'll have some really good stuff that'll come out from them, because I've seen some really bad transfers by them, but these look pretty good. Now I just got this the other day. I looked it up on the internet and found it. This is called Exploitation Madness: The Pictures That Exposed Hushed Up Truths. This set includes 4 movies. So there was like 2 movies I was interested in, and I just went ahead and got this set and got a couple of extra ones in there. There's a movie that, this is so famous, this movie. I had it on VHS for a while, back in my younger days, and it wasn't very good then either. But anyways, the set includes Reefer Madness. I mean, the name itself is just famous. You know what I mean? Somebody I'm like, oh yeah, I know that movie, Reefer Madness. But this came out in 1936, and it's like, it's probably very similar to She Should Have Said No. But it's, the evils of marijuana addiction are chillingly detailed in this cult classic, which is narrated by a high school principal. Oh no, who declares something must be done to wipe out this ghastly menace. A case study of all American high school kids, Bill and Mary, highlights the danger of marijuana used when the teens change from tennis playing iced tea drinkers to fiendish, promiscuous dope addicts after sampling one joint, ladies and gentlemen. Naturally, the marijuana users in this film play the piano, dance, and laugh uncontrollably. All surefire signs of devil weed use. Bill hallucinates and faints one fateful evening as Mary is accidentally shot. Then more deaths occur before the inevitable mental institution scenes which serve to underscore the horrors of smoking reefer. But yeah, this came out in 1936. I mean, Louis Gassner directed it. It's got Dave Tex O'Brien in it. I'm not sure if he's famous or not, but yeah, this is a movie where they're dancing crazy and making all these crazy things. Anyways, I guess it's a classic in that genre. But anyways, here's one I have never seen yet. It's called Narcotic. Drug Crazed Abandon. So this one involves, needles and stuff like opium and stuff. So one night in the opium den sends respectable young Dr. William Davis hurtling down the slippery slope to doom and self-destruction when his drug habit renders him incapable of practicing medicine. Dr. Davis becomes a sideshow huckster shilling miracle elixirs. The income provided by the snake oil sales only fuels Davis's monstrous appetite for drugs. A debauched orgy with loose women, cocaine, and heroin leaves him empty and wasted. With his life in ruin, madness, and suicide await foolish Dr. Davis. Foolish man. Director Dwayne Esper defined 1930s exploitation films with reactionary social issue movies such as Maniac from 1934, Marijuana, the Weed with Roots in Hell, 1936, How to Undress in Front of Your Husband, 1937, Sex Madness, aka They Must Be Told, 1938. But yeah, you get the picture, and stuff like that. So the people making these were very passionate and very serious about these films and stuff. And do you think it still has a message today? I mean, if one dumb teenager watches it and he doesn't become a drug addict, hanging out with loose women, doing the old cocaine and stuff. But Narcotic, very interesting. I'm going to have to check that out. It's one of the ones I didn't get to before I made the video. Now this one even sounds even better. This is called The Cocaine Fiends. Cocaine. The white dust from hell. Shocking degradation, sin, crime, suicide, prostitution. Let's read up on this one, shall we? Directed by William O'Connor. Stars Lois January. And then there's another Lois. Lois Lindsay is in this. But anyways, Sordid and sensational, The Cocaine Fiends is a vintage melodrama that depicts the narcotics' addictive danger as its rampant threat to society. When pretty country girl Jane Bradford, played by January, meets drug peddler Nick, she falls for his smooth line about marriage and the promise of unlimited riches awaiting them in the city. He also introduces her to his special headache powder that leaves Jane feeling instantly exhilarated. Oh, I would say so. Arriving in the big city, she is soon transformed into Nick's strung-out, coke-addled moll, calling herself Lil to hide her shame, whom he discards without remorse. Her brother Eddie moves to the city in an attempt to locate Jane when a beautiful car hop shows him the wonders of the miracle drug 2. It's not long before Eddie and his girlfriend spiral downward into a hopeless, depraved squalor and tragedy. Ah, Lord, you should have never touched the devil powder. Also released under the title The Pace That Kills, The Cocaine Fiends, like its famous cult sister Reefer Madness, is unintentionally hilarious in its frank, uncompromising look at dope's countless evils, dramatically reinforced by the film's shady locales, not least of which is the gangster hangout, the Dead Rat Cafe. Repeat with stark rodent wallpapered decor. Wow, I think the set director was on cocaine. And finally, guys, out of this 4-pack of just classic schlock, we have Assassin of Youth, Marijuana Puff, A Party, A Tragedy, Wild Mad Thrills, and then it's got, the reefer thing there. There's probably some loose women in this, too. A young reporter on his first assignment goes undercover to investigate the granddaughter of a wealthy woman killed in a drug-related car crash. The girl, Joan Barry, attempts to inherit her grandmother's fortune, contingent on Joan's good behavior. Linda Clayton is a drug-dealing, double-crossing cousin who plots to ruin Joan's reputation and take all the money. While the newspaper aims to expose the evils of murderous marijuana menace, scandal erupts as the town is turned upside down with all-night drug parties where anything can happen. Like the more famous exploitation classic Reefer Madness, which shares cast member Dorothy Short, this suspense thriller vividly reflects the hysterical anti-drug propaganda of its time. This is directed by Elmer Clifton. I don't think he became like a famous auteur director or anything. But there you go, Assassin of Youth. So I got a great deal on this, and like I said, I think I was looking for Reefer Madness, and maybe the Cocaine Fiends, okay, and then they had these other two, so I got it. So there you go, guys. Exploitation Madness, just full of those, shocking movies they made back in the day to warn people of the evils of drugs and sex and whatnot. And then She Should Have Said No, another really good one. This one was made in the 50s, the other ones are mostly in the 30s and stuff. So. But this is really good, actually. It's not too bad. And I thought it was, you can have yourself a fun little evening watching these. But most of them are just a little over an hour. This one's like 69 minutes. There you go, guys. So I don't know what you think about those. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you give me a like, a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check out all my stuff I got a bunch of episodes that will surely, one of them will interest you. But there you go, guys. This time I'm not necessarily recommending these movies. It's kind of like watch them at your own risk, because it's kind of like Edward Wood movies and stuff. It's like, I warned you, but you may like it. So anyways, guys, I'm Mike. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again some bright sunny day.